Grand Rising, hey y'all, hey. I did not see that Tasha. Hey Tasha, I see you in the chat. I did not see that Shunt was on. When I set this thing up, there was nobody on. How long has she been on? Uh, all right, well, I won't be before you long, guys. I'm going to go ahead and go through this since I've already started it. My apologies. I did not know that Shunt was on. Um, like I say, when I started putting this together, she wasn't up there. Grand Rising, Chandra. Grand Rising, Tasha. Grand Rising, Crafty Leo. Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey, Ivory Kisses. A few minutes, I think. Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better because I was going to say, how in the world did I miss that? Hey, y'all. All right. So we'll go through this quickly for those of you all who are in attendance. I appreciate you being here on the live. I went out yesterday and did a little bit of shopping, and I wanted to show you some of the things that I got, namely from Dollar General. Um, some items pennied out at Dollar General, a lot of the things in the clearance section pennied out, as well as some things that, besides candles, that you guys can be looking for in your stores if you would like to use them for personal or for your business. I also have a couple of things that I can show you that I got from our most recent trips to Walmart because it's still in this vehicle. And yeah, and then I think we'll be on our way. Um, so, Sue came in. Hey, never in a million on both lives. Sean told us to. My apologies. Oh, thank you, Sean. Send half of them to me. Look at you. Ship that trunk full to me. Look at y'all. Hey, T. Welcome to the live. All right, so we'll go through Dollar General. That's probably what y'all want to see the most of. Let's talk about some of the items that are on clearance. Chrissy Connection posted, Easy Penny Shopping posted. A lot of people search out Dollar General Penny and look for yesterday's date and see what kind of posts you see from yesterday and from Friday. Because there are a lot of people who have been posting visuals, so that'll give you some help as to know what categories or what areas to look for. Definitely scan everything in your clearance section if you can. Scan some of the clearance electronics that have the little yellow tags on them if you see them. Scan some of the t-shirts that I'm about to show you. Scan the rugs and the throws and the pillows, as well as some items on the NCI shelves over there. That's where all your glassware, your cute little mugs, your tumblers, that kind of stuff. They'll usually have plates and all that stuff displayed over there on those shelves. Scan some of that stuff too, especially if it's something that you saw not that's been out for a long period of time. The other thing is to scan the items that you see that don't have a date on them on the tags. Most of your Dollar General tags are going to have a date or a season and a year, something like that on the bottom. If you're finding something that doesn't have any of those indicators, it seems like those are the ones they're trying to get out of the stores and out of the systems. So check those items. Let's see who we have. Let's check the comments. Wow, you did fabulous. Thank you, Still Classy. I always have faith. Hey, welcome, welcome. Hey, Rachel. Grand Rising, Nessa. Hey, y'all. Hey. All right. So, what I found and what I was out for primarily were not for candles. I told you guys I have some candles and I can't seem to get rid of them in my concepts simply because it's so hot in Florida that they, regardless of what time of the year I sell, the sun usually has an effect on them, so I don't usually do good with candles inside my gifts. I've been attempting for a couple of seasons to put them in like standalone gifts, so we'll be rolling some of those out a little bit later this year, you know, with some of the upcoming gifts. But I was not looking for a lot of candles. Should have been looking for them for personal use, but nevertheless, I wasn't looking for that. Look at those baskets up top. Yes, ma'am, we got baskets. Yep, yep, yep. I'm done penny shopping. Well, how you want me to send you half of my trunk, but you done penny shopping? See, that's what I be talking about, crafty. Me, you gonna have to talk, chick. We gonna have to talk. How you expect to get the goods if you're not gonna go out there and get them? They not just gonna show up to your doorstep. I believe that was it. I'm messing with crafty, y'all. Don't pay me no mind. But in all seriousness, these are some of the things that I got. We do have some baskets. We're gonna go over those, but I want to talk to you about these T-shirts also. I don't think a lot of people are picking up the T-shirts, and there are more than just these. I only got the Gildan. I didn't even get any of the Hanes. The Hanes T-shirts are long sleeves, but majority of them are in neon colors. They may or may not be in a package like this because this is one. I think this is a short sleeve. This is one that gave me as a replacement because they couldn't get the alarms off of a couple of other shirts that I found. So they called themselves replacing it with some of these. And at that point, I was like, it's 3 cent. We'll call it even. They were super nice. Got some stuff off the top shelf for me and everything for me to go through those totes to find this stuff. So I was like, we no harm, no foul, whatever. And he took them and threw them right back in there, in top of the in those totes that he got it out of. So that was funny in and of itself. But the t-shirts that I got are Gildan's. These ones seem to do a little bit better when I was doing iron on stuff. I've ironed on a couple of things and used like patches. I had my grandmother put some patches on some stuff before. But anyway, I picked up the Gildan ones. And these, here is a UPC. Hopefully you guys can get the UPC. But we got a lot of different colors. They are short sleeve. Most of them are the dry blend, adult dry blends, and we have a lot of different colors. We got the light blues, we got the dark blues, we got some limes, red, pink, orange. Saw those, some hot pinks, some light pinks. Yeah, so we got some shirts. So at a penny each, those are awesome. They had different varieties of sizes from small to like plus sizes. And I compared those with some of my pajama bottoms that I've been acquiring over the last, amount of time. So I wanted to pick up those. So I'll be on the hunt for some more. And like I said, they do have, other than the Gildan, there are some Hanes ones that are out there also, and they are long sleeves. So if you're looking for those, check some of the visuals and look for the Hanes. They're usually in a big long display box over there where the clothes and stuff are. Sometimes they'll be on an end cap, so check your end caps to see if they're over there. But in that long cardboard box, it may say Gildan, but it has a whole bunch of these new Hanes shirts in it. I saw that a lot. But you would also want to look at your top stock. See if there's some totes up top that have shirts and stuff in there. If you see that Gildan sticking out of there, then see if you can get them to get it down for you. He asked me what was I looking for, which one specifically did I want off the top, and I was like, well, I wanted to look through the sizes and see what sizes you have according to which ones I'm looking for. And he was like, oh, okay, okay, cool. So he just got it down or whatever. And so then when I picked them out, he was like, so those are the sizes you wanted? I was like, well, the deal got good, so I just kept getting them. And he bust out laughing because he's seen me plenty of times before. So at that point, I'm pretty sure, but even before then, he knew what was up. But nevertheless, we got some t-shirts. Let's see. Let's check the comments. I ain't stunt crafty Leo. She just talking. Um, let me see. Let me see. Love those baskets. If you ship them to me, they will. I know. That's why I said that. And I stopped right there. I left it alone. Hey, Monique. Grand Rising. Tasha says, I love your shopping hauls. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, you're gonna be looking for the shirts, Monique. I know, right? That's why I was like, nobody's getting the shirts, which is awesome. Um, and a lot of the stuff that I found clearance, the stores or that had a good variety of this kind of stuff in the baskets are stores that are older. Look from some of your stores that have been around for a minute. In the last 3 or 4 years, 3 years, 2 years maybe, we've gotten probably 5 new stores in the area. Those stores, I didn't find too much of anything. I didn't see any penny candles there. Like at these stores, I saw candles and everything. But I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't going for that kind of stuff. I did end up getting one because it smelled awesome. um, but look for some of your older stores.
if they have the NCI tables out and all that kind of stuff, and you want to go through some of that old stuff, some of the stuff that's all dusty and that's been sitting back there for forever, that's what you want to look for. Don't go to these new stores that, just opened up last year, or, any of that kind of stuff. I mean, you can still go. I'm not going to say not to go, but I found the most items at the older stores. Okay. I think I want to clarify that.
Can't tell y'all where to go. My apologies. Hey, Ashley Green Rising. Hey, Miss Lisa Bell. Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey, everybody. Hey, Sherika.
Grand Rising. All right, so we went over the t-shirts. This was Dollar General, Penny, and this was yesterday. I want to say I got 4 or 5 of them on Friday, and then all of the rest of them I got yesterday, and that was probably about 3 o'clock. Well, one store I left out of at like 7:30 or 8. So this was the accumulation of the day. We'll go over the baskets since everybody's enamored with the baskets. These are some of the baskets or containers that are out there as well. This is one of your metal containers. It says what, organic grain supply quality, premium quality. It's all filthy on the inside. Here is the UPC, and this is what the front of the tag looks like. Decorative storage. It was originally $10. It's got the wooden handles. It was originally $10, but I got it yesterday for a penny. So if you see these in your stores, check them out. They could be a penny. Uh, and I gotta dig back here to get some more baskets. More decorative storage. And this is actually 3 baskets. So we got the nesting. This is what they look like. They're kind of squared off at the bottom. And then there's another size, which is the medium one. Yeah, small and medium. And then we have the large one. So we got those 3. We got stuff falling. We got these ones. It's like whatever that material is there. And there's 2 of them, but that's what the inside looks like. Uh, Here is a tag front. And a UPC. Stop, so they can get a screenshot. Quit. Well, and a UPC. Alright. Let's see. Is this DG? Yes, ma'am. Divine Creations. It is Dollar General. Grand Rising. What? Don't make me go back out. Yes, ma'am. That's why I was telling y'all I'm at DG. Because I went for this kind of stuff. There are all kinds of other things that I wasn't interested in, but I wanted some of this. I want some of the cheese knives, the little wine and cheese knife sets. There are a couple of other things I saw. Charcoal. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for. Here's another basket. This one is the whatever material that is, but it has a gray weaved in there. It's got the gray rope handles. And they got the tag inside out. But it's a decorative storage. That's what the tag looks like. And can we get a UPC? Let's get you guys a UPC. Come on, don't do that. UPC. All right, so we got that one with the gray, and then we got this one with the black and the black handles. Whoa, don't fall on my head. Hey, Ashley. Oh, I already spoke to you. Now, where's my bra and my Motrin? I'm heading out again. Nessa. So, those are the baskets that I got. Like I say, I only went to like 3 stores that actually had stuff before I, started. Well, I went to more stores, but some of them were the newer stores, and that's how I'm noticing the pattern. So I had went to quite a few of them, not all of them, but once I noticed which ones I was going to, I was like, cool. I went to that one, and I think I ended up with 5 at that next store. Um, I had got 2 at one store and then one at another. So I was like, okay, cool. So that was Dollar General. So in addition to the candles that are out there, in addition to um, there are health and beauty products that are out there. It's like Shavely men's stuff. Um, there are air care products, not plug-ins, but the air fresheners for your vehicle is where it's the aerosol can air fresheners for like Febreze and a couple of other scents, as well as the Dollar General brand. So they have quite a few other things other than candles out there. Don't get discouraged because a lot of people, managers and stuff, still have no idea that this stuff is even pennying, and there's so much of it that they are not really able to keep up with it. There's been no list put out. Like on Tuesdays, they get a list out like that Thursday before the Tuesday penny list. They usually get the list out, and they send those lists of which items to remove from the shelves because they're no longer selling it. So they send that out to the stores on like a Thursday. That gives them Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday to pull that stuff before we go in there on Tuesday and try to get it. Well, they didn't get a list on this stuff. So as we're finding it, they're realizing that, okay, well, there are a couple items back there. If you're doing 3 or 4 at a time, they could think, oh, well, it's just a fluke, and not really go back there and check. But then, like I say, there's so many different categories, it's going to be hard for them to really get a hold of it quickly. So don't get discouraged if you were not able to go out on Friday when it happened, or even yesterday. If you have some time and you can come up with I would recommend you go to one of your older stores, your older Dollar Generals, and see what you can find back there in the NCI section. Like I said, scan your rugs, your throws, your throw pillows. Um, I saw some Brandy posted some of the AMG trash cans and toilet brush holders and some bathroom organizers that had pennied out. So there's quite a few different items that are out there. So go check your NCI section, scan, 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 see what all you can find, what you could use. That's a penny. So that's my DG. Yes, they use us for free labor, exactly, because a lot of those people are not studying this stuff. They ain't finna go back there and look. Some of them don't care. Other ones of them don't have time. So it's just kind of, if you can find it, you can get it at a lot of these places. This one here, these two here are super heavy, and I'm gonna have to take these and put them inside the car. And some boxes back there. Um, I went back to Walmart and um, checked those Elmo things, musical Elmo trains, and every one of them was gone from that store. So I don't know if it was somebody who was watching that went and got it, or if those clearance hunting sites, web pages, people, if it got posted on there and they noticed that it had dropped And so they went and got them. I don't know. But they're all gone. So I got the one, Elmo Train. Let's see. Let's see. Never spit a cough out laughing. Good morning, Grand Rising Coupon Empress. How are you? Grand Rising Boss Lady Fee. How are you? Peace, love, and blessings to you as well. Have a great day. Y'all go check out Boss Lady Fee's channel if you want to see visuals for candles because she had a lot of different ones displayed. So go and check that one out if you want to look for some visuals for candles. I know she has that up. I saw that this morning. So that'll give you some more visuals besides the baskets and the shirts and that kind of thing. We're going to talk quickly about some of the stuff that I got from Walmart. If you guys were here, then you should have remembered me getting this musical Elmo train. It was $10 on clearance at my Walmart. So I picked him up, as well as, hey y'all, excuse me, this Minecraft turtle thing. It was $3. It had a sticker on it that said it was 8, but it had went down to $3. So I was in there the day before, and one of the guys told me to come back because he was marking some more stuff down the next day. Of course, that was yesterday, and I was, well, what's that, Friday, and I was slow poking around, cleaning up, doing all kind of stuff. So I didn't get there until later in the day. These had went down to $2, so I picked up 4 of these. Those are the Bluey Bubbles. This one I got yesterday. This Mickey Mouse mini backpack. It had went down to $3, I believe. Here is the UPC on it. But y'all keep remembering to check out your mini backpacks. A lot of the stuff when I'm showing you guys these visuals and hauls and in-store shopping, if you go to your store and it's not on sale that particular time, you're going to have to keep going back and checking for it. Eventually they will go down. So it's not to say run out and look for the stuff right then and there, because a lot of the times, it all depends on when your store actually does markdowns and that kind of thing. So make yourself a list of what kind of things you're seeing that people are hauling. And so when you actually go into the Walmart, you can go by that department and check around and see if prices have dropped in your area. Um, I think that'll be more beneficial than just, seeing it and saying, well, here, my store will probably have it. I can go out there and get it. They may or may not, and it may or may not be on sale. So some of these purses, I go into a store, I was getting those purses before for $3. Well, I go to other stores. I was just at some stores last night, and those same purses are still regular price at $27. So, it's not all of them are going to go at the same time. Some cases it may just be an overstock for what that store has. If they have too many of a specific thing, they may mark it down temporarily. Like I told you guys, sell off some of them and then put the price back up to where it was before. So keep checking that kind of stuff. Don't give up. That's how you're going to be able to find it, is if you actually go out there and look for it. So here's these for $3. And this was super duper duper cute. The baskets are from Dollar General. Yes, ma'am, Boss 80 feet. And the t-shirts. I just had a stack of t-shirts up here. I got some of the Gildan short sleeve shirts that I'm going to probably pair up with some of my men's pajama bottoms and shoot some of my women's pajama bottoms at that, and offer. And they had pennied out. So there are Gildan as well as Hanes. The Hanes are long sleeve, but the Gildans are short sleeve. So check those in your Dollar General also if you're going back out. These I found at Walmart, and I thought this was the cutest little thing. I showed you some for the boys as well as the girls. Shy showed you some of these also, but this was my first time finding the bee one. So it's the little glasses with the rhinestones on it. It's got that little eyeglass case, but it's looking like a B. Here's CPC on that one. And apparently this is the receipt. Oh yeah, I gotta show you something else. Uh, Mickey bag, $3. Then we have the sunglass set for $1. And then I got 3 pair of sleep pants for $1. And I'll show you guys those right now. And I'm gonna put up a short on these sleep pants because I found uh, a way for you to figure out which ones are probably on clearance versus which ones are new stock from this year. And it's basically going to be the coloring on this particular tag. And it's worked in 2 different stores now. So if it's, I can't say it's foul proof or whatever, but it is kind of working. It helped me. Once I realized it at the first store, I tried it at the second store and it worked there too. And I was able to find another pair. Um, yeah, because I got these 3 from one. And I think I got another one. Yep, and here's the other one. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. So, these are the sleep pants that I got. The brand is George sleep pant. There's the UPC. And these are 2 size mediums, or excuse me, 2 size larges and a size medium. I got them in the black and in the blue. They got the little button and the drawstring. So these were $1 at my Walmart. And what I was saying is these have a different color, a different shade of blue as the tag. So there were some that had a darker shade blue tag. On here it looked the same wording, all of that. Different UPC, of course. But to easily spot it, you're looking for the ones that are lighter as opposed to the darker tags. The darker tags are regular price at $9.98, and the plus size ones I think were $11 or $12.98. But these ones with the lighter blue tags on them were coming up $1 at 2 of my stores. And I think that is all, you guys. Um, I showed you the candy apple bubbles that I got the other day and those couple of toys. I don't know if I showed you these belt bags. I want to say these were inexpensive as well. But these are the Clear East Sport Stadium approved belt bags. The one in the red is what's coming up $1. I checked the other ones, the blue ones and the black ones did not come up for $1 for me. So here is the EPC on that. I only found these at one store. Another store I saw the red ones, but they were like still, I want to say $7 or $9. I think $7 for this size and $9 for the larger book bag one. But these had went down to $1. So I got 3 of those. And I think for the most part that is it. We showed you those things before. I got a couple of more of these white t-shirts. Got some from my daughter, my granddaughter. Here's some more of the men's shirts that were $1. And now since I got those Gildan ones, I was like, shoot, I was just thinking I was doing something. Found them at Walmart for $1. But luckily I stuck to my guns and didn't buy any at the $3 because there were quite a few at $3. I didn't get any of those. But like I say, now I'm getting them for $1. So I'm like, man, but it's neither here nor there. I'll put these in here with the sleep pants. I did find a store that had some more of the trays from Family Dollar, the candy dishes and bowls and all that kind of stuff. but I didn't get any. That store, the line was ridiculously long. So I ended up having to leave out of there. I couldn't do it. It was messing with me too much to stay in there. So that's all I have, guys. Oh, goes from here to mouse. Let's see what I missed. I was looking to. So that was it, guys. Oh, these things I got the other day. This one, the Cheer Bear inflatable splash pad. It was $1. And here's the UPC on it. Keep watching your swim stuff. Your outdoor fun, your sprinklers, your pools, all of that. I seen Barbie, Spider-Man, SpongeBob. I done seen, all of them. Hello Kitty. Everybody's got a pool or a splash pad or something. Some of them even have inflatable, like the arm inflatables or the little swim rings. I saw Squishmallow swim rings and stuff like that. All that stuff is starting to drop. So just like the summer toys, the bubbles and all of those kinds of things, keep watching them because they are out, dropping in the stores. Like I said, that one guy told me that they were supposed to be getting their Halloween out, so they were in trouble because they hadn't got their Halloween out, and they were saying move the summer stuff out so that they can move the back to school stuff to the back and put Halloween front and center. Halloween and I guess fall. So if you're looking for back to school stuff, start paying attention to see how soon that stuff pennies out. I mean, not pennies out. How soon it drops in your area, because they're gonna start getting rid of it kind of quick. At least in my district, that's what I was told. So, or that's what I overheard. Should I say? They didn't tell me. I was listening. Hey Kimberly, welcome to the live. No, y'all sew it up this weekend. So that's all I got, guys. These are just a couple more receipts showing the t-shirts being a penny. And what other receipt do I have? Menswear, the clear belt bags were $1. And then the t-shirts were $1. Here's some more t-shirts from DG for a penny. These are all those t-shirts and I think 2 of the baskets on there. And here's the Walmart receipt with the ride-on toy, the $2 bubble wands, the the Minecraft Super Soaker at $3, and the Elmo ride-on for $10. So that concludes my share session. 34 minutes. Questions, comments, concerns. Hey, all things with the K. Grand Rosalind. Yes, ear hustling as usual. Kimberly said she was cleaning all weekend. She didn't even go. Yep. So that's what I got. You saw those, Kay. These were $3. I got the Elmo ride-on thing for 10. I think you were on the live that day. I got those. If not, I got the Elmo ride-on for 10. This big Care Bear one, I think, was $5. And then this one was $1. This one was $3. This is the Nerf Minecraft Super Soaker for $3. I got another backpack. I see Coupon Empress got some backpacks. Yesterday, I think I saw a video yesterday. So y'all keep watching for those because they're still coming down. All of those in that style, do you remember those were the ones that I had gotten before? They're cleared out in my area. So between me and whatever other clearance shoppers, we done took all the older stock. Now they still have many backpacks, but they have like boom on the front and big raised letters. That's new stock. They have new Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Bluey, all of those backpacks. They have new ones, and those are full price. So if you get there and you're like, okay, well, I don't see any, or mine are still full price. If they're the newer stock, yeah. But if you see those old ones that I showed, or that Coupon Empress showed the other day, check those out, because those should be clearancing out, because they're moving those out to get the new ones in. So keep checking. And the same goes with the purses. If you see some of these purses that I've shown you that I've gotten for inexpensive, check them in your area. Keep checking them, because you want to make sure you're checking periodically to see when they drop in price, so you'll be able to get some. But you'll know which ones you're supposed to be looking for. This was $3, and then this little Mickey thing was $1. Aqua Pet. Only he was $1. They had was it Minnie Mouse or Spider Man? They had somebody else, and they were not $1. Hey, Sharika, welcome to the live. Hey, Hope, we're rising. So I thank you guys for coming through. Like I said, I know I did not know Shant was on. She wasn't on when I started getting my stuff together. I should have checked again before I hit the live button. Um, but I appreciate you guys utilizing those second devices and coming through. And even those of you all who caught the replay, I appreciate you coming in and checking out the stuff. Listening to my TED Talk. If y'all want to go out and look for some of this stuff. Um, Hopefully the strategies and the things that I've talked to you about in this video help. These were $1, the clear totes. Help you store big stuff. I'll go back here and get some of those, bring the totes back, or excuse me, the baskets back up, and show those of you who came late. But I encourage you to go back and watch the replay. It was a lot of good information. These had went down to $2 in my area. Just the Bluey. Mickey Mouse was like $4.50, but both of them were less expensive than what was on the tag. The tag still had $8.50 on it, but these were two, and like I said, the other ones were not inexpensive. Thanks for sharing. We'll be going after church. Y'all be blessed. I'll go back and watch the replay. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, Kay. Not the crack here. I've been cleaning for literally the last 3 hours, and he's talking about my fingers. Honey, you get what you get over here. But I appreciate Kay for taking out the trash. I appreciate you. For the one time, we'll go back through the little baskets for my girl Casey, and she came back through and she handles my duties for me. These two were a penny at the Dollar General. These are all baskets that I got at the Dollar General. Some yesterday. I got a couple Friday, but majority of them I got yesterday. So here's a closer view of the texture on that one. So that one's got the gray lining, and then, or not lining, but accent, and then this one has a black accent. So we got those ones. And this is the one with the funny tag. I'll show you what the front of the tag looks like, so you'll know what kind of things you're scanning. Now, I scanned plenty of other ones that had that same kind of tag at the same store, and they were not a penny, but these ones were. So if you see those, check those out. I got these ones, which are pretty big, and there's two of them. And this is what the tag looks like on it. And the UPC. So we got those two. We got this organic grain premium quality. It's plain on the back. Got the wooden handles. And this is what that tag looks like. And that UPC. these three decorative storage baskets. And there are three of them in here. So the smaller one was 8. And then 10 and probably 12, I think. Yeah, 8, 10, and 12. That's what it looks like. The small versus the large. And there is the UPC. And the tag looks like that. So, I think that's it, y'all. I think. Love those. I know, right? I was excited. Shamika says, so the super neat containers. Thank you, Shamika. Hey, Cecilia, Grand Rising. I love the baskets. Yes, those wicker baskets. Yes, yes, yes. Straight to the dumpster, right. Great finds. That's Marie. Thanks for the visuals. That's Ashley. Thank you, Ashley. You're welcome. Yep, Bluey was from Walmart. So yeah, so in summary, check out some of the other things. Like I said, go back and watch the replay if you just got here. But we talked about some ways to identify some of the stores that may have some of this NCI stuff that clearanced. Some places to get some visuals. We discussed uh, different things that are continuing to drop in prices at the Walmarts, categories to be looking for. And making a list to keep track of the things that we're finding or where you're being shown to check your stores next time you go out. So those were some of the things that we discussed. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You're welcome, Monique. The baskets were from Dollar General, Hope. The baskets I got from Dollar General and the t-shirts. I also got one of the chip deals up there too, but all of these t-shirts I got out of there for a penny as well. So we were talking about the t-shirts, the Gildan t-shirts, the Hanes t-shirts. We're at Dollar General. The baskets, all of the baskets came from Dollar General. Um, and then everything else was Walmart. The baskets, pennies from Dollar General, correct. Grand Rising Queen. You'll go back and watch the replay. Thank you, ma'am. You're going to check the stores. Yeah, check them out. Check them out. So hopefully you guys have some luck with that. Check some other visuals, other people that are providing visuals to see some of the other things that are going. Other than that, if you have the time, take your scanner, go in there and scan some stuff and see what you hit up on. And hopefully you guys have some success. Hopefully this has helped you. And I'll chat at you later. I'll be posting a couple of shorts of some things that I saw yesterday that I think you guys will enjoy as well. So look out for that content. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Thanks for coming. Y'all have a great rest of your day.